My name is Trevor McGregor, also known as Coach Trevor McGregor. I'm up in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and I've done 2 deals with Ashcroft, with more on the way, and I send a ton of people over to Joe and Frank. I started out in real estate buying condos and townhouses and duplexes and fourplexes, and I really felt that that was a wonderful way to get started until you start to really understand that to scale, you need to go to something a little bit bigger. And that's when I plugged into Ashcroft and Joe Fairless specifically and thought, wow, why don't I start investing in the US in some multifamily properties and say Dallas, Fort Worth, or Florida, as those are really awesome markets to get into. That has really allowed me to really grow and scale to levels that I never even thought were possible. I met Joe Fairless back in 2013, so I've really had this unbelievable insight as to, who he is, what's he about, his integrity, his business sense, his acumen, and just his ability to really take a real estate deal and take it from start to finish. So I believe I had started investing in Ashcroft because I believed in Joe. I believed in the concept, what he was doing. I really liked the markets he was focusing on. And so it was a pretty easy decision for me to get in early. And I've been investing with Joe for many years now. I didn't have any real objections. I had some uncertainty about how the process worked. And obviously being a foreign investor, putting some Canadian money into US dollars and making that whole thing go. Ashcroft Capital is one of those entities where, because Joe and Frank have been doing it for so long, I have tremendous certainty in their ability to take my money, and put it to good work in multifamily apartments and not only provide me, mailbox money every month, but as that deal cycles through, I know that, we're going to have some really good times at the end of the cycle when they go to sell it, and then we'll just keep rinsing and repeating. The best part about working with Ashcroft is their ability to really have things down pat. I mean, the communication is absolutely phenomenal. The monthly distributions come on time. I'm telling you, the newsletters, the educational webinars, they've really assembled a great team that really understands the investor and how to really give that investor, even more certainty, clarity, and confidence during the whole process. I've recommended Ashcroft to several people. I'm a high performance business coach, and there's a lot of people that are new to real estate, a lot of doctors, a lot of attorneys, a lot of business owners, a lot of franchise owners. And so I have no qualms about introducing them to Joe and to Frank and to Ashcroft, and then letting those guys really come in and explain how the real estate works or how this new fund works, because they're both exceptional vehicles to really grow one's portfolio. And so I've even sent my own family members over to Ashcroft to invest in, just because I have so much belief in them at this time. I love that I've really grown my portfolio to thousands and thousands of doors. So back when I was doing, the smaller stuff like the duplexes and fourplexes, that was cool, but I never ever thought I'd own thousands of doors across, different states in the US. So I think it's really powerful for people to see that this is a machine that has a very powerful engine, a very powerful team behind it. And let's be honest, multifamily syndication isn't going away anytime soon. So for anyone that's defiantly committed to growing their portfolio, Ashcroft is an outstanding vehicle to, work with in order to go from somewhere you've never been to somewhere you truly want to be. I think that the traditional real estate, especially in multifamily, has been, specific properties, whereas the new fund just opens it up for a much more seamless opportunity to put your money in, whether there's a deal happening or a deal's about to happen, or Ashcroft has wind of all of the amazing things that are about to come to fruition. So by going into the fund, I think you get the best of both worlds, that you've got some past history in some of the markets, you've got them actively in those markets, and now you've got a fund that they're ready to deploy and put into even more bountiful outcomes. And I just love that. There's a lot of choice out there for you to put your money to work with, whether that be in multifamily syndicate, storage, mobile home parks. But I'm telling you, it's a renter's nation. And us knowing that there's going to be even a bigger pool of renters moving forward means that there's just going to be even greater opportunities, to link arms with some people like Ashcroft and really, ride that trajectory, because it is a very powerful way to grow your income and your net worth and start living that life of freedom that you deserve.